It only takes a few seconds. We're having an ordinary day, maybe even a good one, and then we open our phone. Someone announces a promotion, buys their first home, crosses the finish line of a marathon, or launches a business, and suddenly our own life feels smaller. But nothing about our life has actually changed, only our perspective has. So, why does this happen? Why can someone else's success make us question our own? But maybe comparison isn't proof that we're failing. Maybe it's simply proof that we're human. Imagine living in a small village thousands of years ago. Our world consisted of maybe 100 people. Knowing where we fit mattered. Who had experience, who could lead, who could hunt, who needed help. Comparison wasn't vanity, it was information. Our ancestors survived because they paid attention to the people around them, and that instinct became part of us. The problem isn't that we compare. The problem is that our environment has changed much faster than our brains have. So today, our brains are still running the same ancient software, but the village has become the internet. Instead of comparing ourselves to 100 people, now we're comparing ourselves to literally billions. Every swipe introduces someone who appears happier, healthier, smarter, more successful, more attractive, more accomplished. And our brains were never designed for this. It's like asking a compass to navigate to outer space. The compass isn't broken, it's simply being used in a world it was never built for. So here's the trap. We compare our ordinary Tuesday to someone else's greatest highlight. We compare our doubts to their confidence, our unfinished work to their finished masterpiece, our failures to their victories. It's an impossible equation because we're comparing two completely different stories. We're comparing the life we know intimately to the life someone else chose to show us. But here's something that we can think about. What if comparison isn't always the enemy? Sometimes comparison reveals what we deeply value. If seeing someone write a book stirs something inside us, maybe it isn't because we want their book. Maybe we've been ignoring our own desire to create. If someone else's confidence catches our attention, maybe it's reminding us of the confidence that we're trying to build. Comparison can become destructive, but it can also become informative. It all depends on what we do with it. So imagine meeting the version of yourself from a year ago. What would they notice? Would they see someone who's become a little wiser, a little kinder, a little more patient? Would they see someone who finally started the thing that they'd been putting off? That's the comparison worth making. Not because we need to win, but because growth is personal. We were never meant to live someone else's story. We were meant to faithfully live our own. So there's always going to be someone who seems further ahead, faster, smarter, more accomplished, wealthier. That's simply part of being human. But there's never been another person exactly like you. No one else has your experiences, your perspective, your relationships, or your story. So here's today's lab experiment. The next time we catch ourselves comparing our life to someone else's, let's pause and ask ourselves one simple question. Is this comparison stealing my joy or revealing what matters most to me? Because comparison can become one of two things, a thief or a teacher. The choice isn't in whether comparison happens. The choice is in what we allow it to become. So thanks for spending a few minutes with us here today at the Better Everyday Lab. Let's keep getting a little better every day. And until next time, I'm Dana, and that is Spruce, the lab assistant. And we send you much love and peace.